All right, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be going over how to tie a Texas rig. It's one of my favorite ways to fish, especially down here in South Louisiana. It's one of the first ways that I learned to fish artificial baits, and it's an easy rig to tie up and really get to catching fish. Let's get to it.
All right, now that I have y'all in for a closer look, let's show you how to tie it. You have 3 parts to this rig. You have your weight, your hook, and your soft plastic. Personally, I like to use an extra wide gap hook and a tungsten weight. You don't have to use it, that's just what I prefer. So on your first step, you're gonna take your weight, point to the top, thread your line on, and you're gonna pull that all the way up. You don't need that for now, just set it off to the side. Next, you're gonna grab your hook. We're gonna tie a Palomar knot, and how I tie it is I run the tag line through the eye of the hook, and you're gonna take it and run it right back through the same way you just came. And what that does is creates a loop on one side, and you have your main line and your tag line on the other. You're gonna pinch your main line and your tag line and your loop. You do a regular overhand knot, pulling your loop through. And once you have your loop on this side and your knot is almost tied, you're gonna grab your hook, pull it through, and tighten it down. And that's what you call a Palomar knot. That's probably one of my favorite knots to tie with this. All right, so next step, you're gonna take your scissors or your knife, and then you're gonna cut off the excess, toss that in the garbage. Then the final step is you're moving on to your soft plastic. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your soft plastic, run your soft plastic up to the bend of the hook and out the back of the bait. Then you're gonna run your soft plastic all the way up and spin it as you do that. And it should look a little something like that. Comes out the back side. And then the way I rig it is I push up the soft plastic till it bends in almost an L shape. Push the hook through. Then your bait should look like this. And then to make it truly weedless, you're gonna pull that bait forward and bury that hook just enough. When the fish bites it and pushes down, the hook is exposed and it'll easily go in its mouth.
All right, guys, so that's how you tie a Texas rig. It's definitely one of my favorite ways to fish soft blackfish down here, especially because of the many different ways that you can fish it. You can run it on the top like a topwater bait. You can fish the middle of the water column like a crankbait or a spinnerbait or something like that. But you can also let it drop all the way to the bottom. You can drag it on the bottom and let it bounce. Or you can fish it real fast. You can punch grass with it. I mean, there's tons of different ways that you can fish with a Texas rig. That's why it's one of my favorite ways to fish soft plastics. It's an all-around good bait. It's one of the most iconic ways to fish with soft plastics. It's the way I first learned how to fish with artificial baits. It's been a go-to ever since I was a child. All right, guys, well, that's it for this week. Be sure to check out this video to see us use a Texas rig, and I'll catch y'all next time.